Welcome to episode 2 of Hardcore Season 2. In last episode, we made this beautiful tent right here that if we go inside, we can go ahead and down here, which leads to a beautiful chanting area with some mini blocks and plenty of shelves. And in between episodes, if we come back outside, as you can see, we made a little bit of a dock for us, and we made a little bridge to get over to the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hardcore Season 2 world. Today we are going to be working on that Skelly spawner, but wanted to show you guys, I got a new skin, and it's a little bit of a rogue costume. So, yeah, we are going to be doing some fantasy medieval builds, so I figured I would dress appropriately. But for right now, we got to go get some some obsidian, so we got to get our water buckets and go over to a lava lake that I found off camera, which is also where I built this little pier that we got here. But I'm gonna go ahead and head over there, and I will meet you guys when we get there. Alright, so we are over here at the little lava pit I found. It's over here by that windswept savanna that we saw on the first episode, and we're just going to go ahead and get these blocks taken care of. Now, I did make this pick off camera, and all it is a efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, and fortune 3 pickaxe. It was the next enchantment that we rolled on the table, and I went ahead and named it King's Wealth because, well, it's going to help us get all of our diamonds that we need and hopefully get us a little bit more protected in this world. But first things first, we got to get all of this obsidian. So to save you guys the pain that it's going to cause me, I'm going to go ahead and acquire as much of it as I can, and then we'll come back. Alright, so now that we have all of our obsidian, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and fill this all in. So now that we have our obsidian, which is over a stack and basically a half of obsidian, and this is all filled in, we can go ahead and head on home. So I will meet you guys back at the tent. Alright, so we're back over here at the nether portal that we found close to spawn. Now if we go into free cam and we look, it's kind of centralized where it's at right now. My house is going to be over that way, but this is kind of centralized where it's at. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put it right here and make it into like a square area for the city. So that's one reason why we got so much of the obsidian. But we're going to go ahead and get started on making the portal. Now this portal, I do want it to be rather large. So let's go up a little bit more. And mainly I want that for when the happy gas comes into play, we can actually use it. Now let's see if we can water bucket clutch. Not so much. But I think that should be big enough to get the happy gas through. Now we will decorate this and make it look a little bit more appropriate for the area. But only thing that's in here is a pressure plate, so I'll grab that. Break the chest, and we're going to clean this area up and get it to where we can actually get up here without any issue. And also we need a flint and steel. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and then we will come right back. Alright, so it's a little bit more accessible, but we're definitely going to have to make some improvements. But for now, let's go ahead and light the portal and see where it takes us. Alright, so this isn't the worst nether spawn I've seen, but it's definitely not the best either. Let's go ahead and free cam and look around a little bit. That's a massive lava lake. But yeah, it looks like we're right in the middle of the forest. And there's some soul sand right there, which is what we need. So we're going to go ahead and get that in just a second. Let's go ahead and use some dirt to bridge across. we'll grab a few of these shroom lights while we're in here, because we can use those for lighting when we're there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and collect a few things while we're here, and then we will head on over, get that soul sand, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we are back from the nether, and we have plenty of quartz that we can use for observers. But just for the simple fact of wanting the XP... Ooh, and a wandering trader. I'm going to go ahead and stack these all up, and we're going to go talk to the wandering trader after we take all of these out and just kind of see what we have, because we're going to leave one left over just in case he has something to trade for it. So let's go ahead and get all the XP we can. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trading with the wandering trader, because there is a few things that I'm going to want for this farm, and it's not so much something that I think he's going to sell, but it might come from something that he sells. Hoping he has propules, but I'm kind of doubting that he will. Let's see. What does he have? Okay, so jungle saplings and mangrove logs. What does he want to buy from us, though? Let's see. Water bottle and hay bales. So I can definitely do that. We'll go ahead and we will smelt these. Grab all the hay bales that we have. Which we only have 5, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and sell him these 5 right here. He only took 2. So I wonder how many he's going to take for these glass bottles. Alright, he took 2 of those as well. Alright, let's go ahead and grab those saplings. Now, unfortunately, I did want the... Oh, we're only going to be able to get 2 saplings. Let's see. I can either get 2 saplings, or I can get some mini azalea leaves. Raw gold. I don't have any raw gold, unfortunately. And I don't have any blackstone, so I'm going to go ahead and do one of those. We'll do 2 of them. We need the extra wood types. But we'll let him do what he's doing. We'll go ahead and we'll put this bottle in here. Actually, we'll put it right here. And we will put the crimson in there. We'll keep this one out. We'll go ahead and we will break this. And we're going to go ahead and break the gold, because I always like, you know, playing that game of chance. So let's see. Hopefully it's worth it, but... Let's see. We had 12. Oh, we got 10. Not bad, though. And we can do this, and we can get one more. Let's go ahead and put our honeycomb up. We're going to need another box. We'll go ahead and we'll put the that stuff in there, throw that there. And we'll just kind of drop all this stuff off. I'm probably going to go ahead and take a second to grow some more of the crimson fungus, because I did silk touch some of the fungus as we got it. Well, some of the Nylium. And I do want to use some of the crimson wood in my build. So, do that. We'll grab 2 of those. There we go. And then we'll grab the bone meal out of here. And we'll go ahead and we will drop off all of the quartz there. We're going to go ahead and grow some crimson trees, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, be right back. Alright, so we are down here at the spawner, and I dug out the room. Now, I've got to make the farm. So, the way this one's going to work is we're going to do the soul sand method, so that they're all one shot. So we're going to start here in the corner. We're going to add... There we go. And once it gets us here, we should be fine to take this. And we're going to drive them probably this way. This way most likely will be the best way to push them, because there's a little peek through the wall here. No, might be better to take them this way. Yeah, this way right here is just a big open void. So, should be pretty solid. So we're going to take them this way. I'm going to grab some water. Put it right here. And then we will break it here, 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 and here, and here. And that should push all the skellies straight over. Let's go ahead and try it. Skelly spawns, drops here. They get pushed over to the edge. Are we going to drop down? Yep. And then we work our way down like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block this off for now, because we're going to be working here. And I'll add a light. And then the way this is going to work is they're going to go up about 10 blocks, go over, and then drop back down. So we'll go in here to about here. Break this out. Put in our soul sand. And then so 10 blocks after 4, so 14 blocks. So let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and do this real quick. I'll do that, take this out, put this in like this. Oh, we'll keep that one. We'll put that one there. Oh, look at that. Nice little diamond. Let's see. And one more. Alright, so we have this little room carved out right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just fill everything in with some tiles just for the floor. And then we are going to dig up by at least 2 more. But it also just depends on pickaxe durability, because I don't want to destroy my pickaxes before I get mending on them. So let me go ahead and fill this all in, and we will come back once it's done and the roof is a little bit higher so we're not just bumping our heads as soon as we get in here. Alright, so after a lot of off-camera work, this place is looking a lot more hospitable than it once was. I went ahead and put in a copper roof, put in some lanterns, went ahead and decorated the walls, and I left the floor this deep slate tile just to kind of keep with the deep slate theme that I wanted to have in here. But I think this is actually a pretty cool roof design. I can't wait to see what it looks like once it actually fully oxidizes. And I can go in here and do kind of the color scheme that I want with having some of the greens and some of the, you know, peachy colors that you get with the weathered copper, you know, all those different things we can do. But it's time to go ahead and get this farm started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to grab a water bucket. We are going to go down here. Let's go ahead and break the gold block out. There we go. And we will grab that. And then we're going to go ahead and head on over and get the Skelly farm activated. Alright, we are over here in the water. I'm going to go drop down and put in some of this kelp and get this farm going. So, step out here, get our breaths. Oh. We're going to clear off this sun. We're going to add this all the way up. And then we're going to go all the way back down. Break that bottom block and shoot up. And now the only thing left to do is basically to get the hopper in, like so. Put our gold block back in. And then we're going to come over here. Make sure we're lined up with it pretty well. Which we are. Oh. Let's go up by one. Come in here. Break through here. Grab our blocks, put them in, and then we'll put these back in. Then we just wait here. So let's go ahead and use some free cam to look, make sure that everything is working correctly. Should be spawning another skeleton any second now. Let's see, it might just be the radius of where we're at. This is 130. And we are at 133. So they should still be spawning. There we go.
Alright, I want to do some troubleshooting and see what's going on, but they should already be pushed in here. So let me go ahead and see what's going on, and then we will come back once it is fixed.
Alright, so all that it was this, if you see my crosshair right here, that sign wasn't in, so the water was coming down this way. So I went ahead and put that sign in, and now it seems to be working perfectly. So let's go ahead and test it out. And all the gear is going in here. And it looks like it is working perfectly fine. So we now have ourselves a unlimited source of XP. And I'm just going to stand here and wait, let these collect some, and then, yeah. We're going to go ahead and make some diamond armor, because we have 30 diamonds now, thanks to all the mining we had to do. And, yeah, I will see you guys when we can get some enchanting done. Alright, so we're back over here underneath of the tent, and now we're going to go ahead and make our armor, so we get that advancement cover me in diamonds. Grab the helmet and the pants, and that leaves us with 6 left over. Alright, so back at it again. Let's go ahead and do some more. Let's try and get a little bit more than fire protection on these, on this chest plate. Breaking 3. Oh, fire protection 4 again. Protection 3, thorns 2. And then protection 3. That's just protection 3. Let's see if we can roll it again. Let's see what we can get on this bow first. Power 3, Unbreaking 3. That'll help us at night. Let's go ahead and sleep first, because we gotta make we have to make a trip over to a village to finish out our episode. Alright, we're over here in the village, and I have successfully tracked all the villagers in their respected houses. Now we're just trying to get trades that we want. Not exactly what I want, but beggars can't be choosers on that front. So let's go ahead and get some sticks made up. And let's grab some more. And then we'll turn these into logs and grab a few more. Alright, so that gave us 16 emeralds. So let's see if we can get a 16 emerald trade from this villager over here. We're gonna take his smoker. And we are going to give him a lectern. And we're going to block off exit to the outside. So my next few minutes is just going to be breaking beds and putting them back in place to try and get this guy trading mending. And right now he's multi-shot. So let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, finally, after, let's see, statistics, items, times mind. 422 attempts with this lectern. I finally got a villager that has mending. So, I'm going to go ahead and trade with him. Get one more. And we're done. Now, let's head back home. Alright, so first thing we're going to do before we spend our XP is we're going to go ahead and enchant our sword. It's not the best enchantment, but the Sweeping Edge 3 will definitely help with getting some XP. And then the next thing we are going to do is we're going to add mending to all of these. And then we're going to head on back down to the skeleton XP farm. And I'll show you guys exactly how we're getting there right now, because it's a little bit of a trip. So we park our trusty horse here. And then we head over here, go down and around through here, on top of these, over this way, down here, and then we run, if I can get him to run, we run over this way, and then we got, that's the up chute, and there is the down chute. We come down here, we go ahead and open this up, close it back, especially if we're going to be AFK down here, and we step over here and wait. So I'm going to grab some more XP levels, because I'm going to have to make some more tools so I can enchant some more, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wait for that, and hopefully we can get some more stuff enchanted. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We did get a lot of stuff done, even though it didn't look like we did much. We got the skeleton XP grinder set up. We got some villager trading done. We now have a mending villager that we can use. We got some of the other little things that we need to get done as far as getting the getting a little bit more materials, because the build that we're going to be doing is going to require a lot of materials. Next episode, I plan on getting started on that house, as well as getting the bridge finished from our campsite over into the main area that we are going to be building for the foreseeable future. And hopefully we will get that nether portal a little bit more squared away. But I'm going to stand right here, because it's where skeletons like to spawn in. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, have a good one.